So, fresh from the hot glue hell that was Brian the Robot, we're now moving on to something else. It's also pretty much Christmas, which is why I've got a nice big glass of whiskey. It's watered down, like this isn't, that's not how much whiskey I would drink. But I thought I would sort my Christmas tree out. Now, I don't usually have a Christmas tree, but this year I thought, what the hell, I'm gonna have a Christmas tree. And the reason for that was because I was going to be getting something from Blitz City DIY, but I don't think it's going to arrive in time for Christmas. There is one day of post left. It is the 23rd. I think Christmas Eve, I could still get some post, so it might happen, but I'm going to make some Christmas decorations. So we're going to start off by looking at the lights. Now, these are some solar lights that, I'll just move up, that I picked up a while ago, and they stopped working, and I haven't really investigated the cause, but they're really nice. They're like, I probably did a little video about them. In fact, let's we'll come in a little closer and you can have a look at the LEDs. So these are enameled wire with SMD LEDs sort of blobbed on with some what feels like epoxy or something, with no resistor in line, just the LED across the wire. So they must have like a really fantastic machine that does these, because they're all like perfect. They're great. Anyway, what we're going to be doing is looking at why they don't work and putting them into a decoration, because they're not going to go on the tree. These are going to be different. I don't know if I have any to go on the tree. We might not have something. It doesn't matter though. We could rig something up, I'm sure. But this is the box. I can already see what the problem is. So I've just taken the back off. So usually a battery goes in here. It's got one of these 8-pin chips. We'll come in closer so you can see that better. Yeah, so it's got one of these 8-pin chips which is running everything. There's a Schottky diode, you've got an inductor there and a resistor. We've got a little smoothing cap over here. That's probably a debounce capacitor, I would imagine. And then we've got the wires going to battery plus, battery minus, solar minus and solar plus. But I can already see what the problem is. So we've got a wire here that doesn't appear to be connected. So that is the problem. So let's sort that out. And then we can look at what we're going to do with this. And I've already had a go at creating part of it and it didn't go so well. So they both probably, well, that one seems okay. Let's just strip this. And then we'll just solder it to that weird connector that's on the thing there. Let's see, have we got a soldering iron heated up? I think we do. Right, let's tin that up. It doesn't want to take very much solder, if any at all. That's fine, we'll tin this wire up as well. Oh, this is that horrible, like aluminium wire. I don't know if this is actually, it's probably why it wasn't holding on before. So we can just burn whatever that is off it. No, it will not stick. Let's have a closer look. Yeah, that's connected. But I kid you not, the other wire has just broken off. So we'll be fixing that one as well. But while I'm doing this, because it's going to be oh my God. I give up. Do you know what? I think I will just give up and I'll scrape the enamel wire off. Is there a resistor in here? No. This is just like a plastic lead on it. Screw it then. We're not working with this horrible aluminium wire, if that's even what it is. We're just going to cut the wire out of this tube. So I have 3D printed something which will work hopefully as a star for the top of the tree, and I'll show you shortly. Oh, come on now. That is really gummed up. Oh, I give up on that. Just get the snips involved. So yeah, it's going to be a star for the tree. And I thought, well, I know what would look really good around that if I can get them to work. And it's the these lights. I give up. I'm just going to cut them. Now I'm just using the snips to pull away a bit of the enamel. And then we're going to have to try them with a battery, but not that battery. Let's try something that's at 3.7 volts, shall we? Yep. This one is the positive then. And so we'll solder this on to the positive side. Oh, again, we're going to have to tin this up. The little star that I've made, I've 3D printed. And I've had a bit of success with it, not an awful lot of success, I have to admit. Let's just try and melt that enamel off. That looks good. We'll try and drop a ton of solder on top of this thing. It doesn't want to take that solder at all. Or maybe if I just leave a big blob on there, it'll stick. We'll see. I've forgotten which one's which. Which one is the positive and which one's the negative? Yeah, so I 3D printed it, but unfortunately I messed it up. Okay, so this one's the positive. I messed it up, and we've got something a little bit smaller than I would have liked, honestly. So that one's on, and I'll show it to you once I've gotten rid of this darn thing, gotten this together. If you will stay, there we go. So now if I throw a battery in, hopefully it will work. Yay, there we go. So they're on. This little solar light has two modes. It's got an on mode and a flashing mode, which is nice. So yeah, essentially we've got the IC here, which is charging up this inductor and then dumping that current to boost the voltage from this little battery. So that's how it works. And then when the solar panel sees some light, it turns off. So we can just cover it up to get it going again. So I don't know whether it's a microcontroller or if it's one of those just ubiquitous 8-pin chips that do everything and that Clive knows all about, but I don't know all about them. Anyway, let's zoom out a wee bit. So this is my star that I've made. And what I'm hoping to do is wrap these all around here and have sort of a nice copper looking star. And hopefully, here's the reason why it's a bit small. I'm not sure that's going to go over the bit at the top of the tree. There must be a name for the bit at the top of the tree. It's not a branch, is it? The bit that points up. Branches don't point up, do they? Anyway, this is what happened with my first attempt. So the layers didn't stick together. I think this is a combination of the temperature being too low and I didn't level my bed properly at all. So when I leveled the bed properly at all, then it came out okay. It's using some it's meant to be like super clear filament, but it's not clear at all. I've had no real luck with the Form Futura stuff since I got it, really. I think it might have a bit of moisture in it, really. You can sort of see it in the layers here, actually. So, well, maybe you can see that. I can't really see it. But you can sort of see what looks like little bubbles in there. So, yeah, it hasn't come out perfectly, but whatever, it's fine. I'm just going to put an elastic band around that when it's on the tree, just to grip it. So hopefully it will stay there. So all I'm going to do, if we can get back in focus, all I'm going to do is wrap these around. So I need to find the end. Essentially, we're going to thread it around. So, oh God, we're going to have to untangle these. I'll be back in a moment. So I found the end, so let's get started. Essentially, I'm going to have to pull all of it through and we'll just weave it through. Should I double it up? Maybe that's a better idea if I just double it up. If I go all the way to the end and fold it over. I tried to thread it through here. I can't do it. I'm just going to wrap it tightly around the entire star and then hopefully that will look nice. It's going to be difficult enough just doing that, I think. Luckily, the spacing on these means that I can get it round this star, which is good. We might have to do a couple of passes though. Maybe if we just go up and across as well, we can sort of cover a little bit more of the star. I hope. Let's just do that a little bit and then we'll figure out where we need to stop and even it up. It's going to make it quite a bulbous star, isn't it? Oh well, it'll be okay. I think that whiskey is a bit, I think I've had a bit too much of the whiskey. Oh well, let's keep going. Round and around and around. So I've got another decoration that I'll be doing tomorrow, which is Christmas Eve, actually. I thought it would be a nice little video to do. As you might have guessed, I don't really have a lot on this Christmas, so I'm going to be making videos mostly, which would be fun for me. And I've bought 2 bottles of whiskey, so there's an awful lot to do with it. Might even do a live stream. This isn't going to look good, is it? Oh well. It is what it is. I thought this was going to be really nice. If I'd wrapped individually around it, it would have looked really good, I think. But oh well. It's just going to look like a big hot mess, isn't it? Oh God, we're already at the end. Look. Oh, for heaven's sake. This is just bad, isn't it? Oh, we've got some heat shrink tubing attached. Let's get rid of that. And then it'll end up, oh, let's just hook it over the top there. That looks good. There we go. Okay, let's see what it looks like then. Okay, it looks nothing like a star. That truly is crap, isn't it? Frickin' heck. Well, flipping heck rather. I'm not sure what fricking heck is. We've got a little bit of extra here, so let's just wind that up and around and down again. Well then, David. Okay, well that's it. That's the star. And tune in tomorrow and you get to see it on the tree, I guess. All right, I'll see you soon.